I welcome you all to the digital currency world, which is CBDC. When everything is digital, why not money? Okay. So how many of you have listened about the demonetization? All of you. Could you tell me in which year it happened? What was the purpose? Black money, one point. Yes, anti-money laundering. What is black money?
Which is black.
Money which is kept by the person in their home, not in the bank. If in accounts, if there is a funds, can it be a black money? No. Because the government is pressing them. Okay. So, what is the black money? Which is kept in the home of persons, which is they are not giving tax on them. So, what do you think? It is successful or not? Demonetization successful or not?
It was not successful.
Not successful.
Not successful.
Why it fails? Why it fails? What do you think?
97% of the money come back.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
My answers are on there. Like people who are keeping their money with themselves and they are not paying tax on it. But after the demonetization, what happens? That all the money again went to the homes of persons, persons, and now there is also they are not paying tax on it, whatever it is. So I would like to start. What is the reason? Okay. So the digital rupee revolution, it is visible. So the digital rupee revolution, unlocking the future of sovereign money. Journey with us as we uncover the transformative shift from the traditional payment. What is the traditional payment?
Cash.
You know, cash and all. From where we have come out. Okay. Like UPI to the groundbreaking digital rupee, which I am going to discuss about. Our main focus is on digital currency totally. Okay. Heralding a new era of central bank digital currency and the very essence of national finance. Now, before going to the CBDC, I would like to discuss briefly about evolution of money from ancient barter system. How many of you, all of you, aware about the barter system to digital currency? The concept of money has continuously evolved to meet society's changing needs. Each stage represents a leap in convenience, security, and efficiency. How we evolve, like about the security, convenience, efficiency, how we convert the transfer money, okay, shaping how we exchange value and conduct business across millennia. So let's come to the barter system, 3000 to 2000 BC. Direct exchange of goods and services without standardized value. Can anybody tell me what is the fallback in this barter system? Double coincidence of bonds. Like my friend, he has wheat, okay, and I have tomato. So if I don't need wheat, so how he will give me? Okay, so double bonds. There must be a, what can I say? Coincidence between them, that we both are agreed to sell or purchase. Okay. Next, after this, we come to the commodity money. 1500 to 500 BC, item which intrinsic value. What is intrinsic value?
The value of
Has its own value and it can be used to to buy other things also, like a gold coin. Okay, gold coin in the era of metallic. I will discuss about it. In the gold coin, if we they are giving us gold coin. Okay, now I can purchase, but melting with gold, I can go with the jewelry and all also. So it has its intrinsic value. Metallic money, 600 BC, standardized coin made from the precious metal like copper, silver, and gold. Now paper money. Who start the paper money first?
China.
China. Government issued printed notes representing value backed by the authority. Now come to the credit money, which are checks, bill of exchange and P notes, in which BL I want to know comes in which topic these three things come.
Negotiable Instrument Act.
Thank you guys. Plastic money, debit card and credit card enabling convenient cashless transaction. Now electronic money, digital payment via UPI, mobile banking, online transfer and e-wallet. Now come to our topic CBDC 2020.
2.
Government control digital currency combining innovation with regulatory oversight. Okay. This is the press release 7th October 2022. Issuance of concept note on central bank digital currency. Concept notes you can go to the RBI website. It is very big, so you can read it from there. The Reserve Bank of India has today released this concept note. The purpose behind the issue of this concept note is create awareness about CBDC in general and the planned future of the digital rupee. This one, whenever we talk about the digital rupee, this one will be the logo. Okay?
Okay.
It will not written like DGERUPPE. It is different. This one we will use. Okay? In particular, it explains the objective, choice, benefits. What are the objective and these things? It is written in it. The concept note also discuss key considerations such as technology, all the things about CBDC is write down in it. 7th October 2022 press release. You can go and check. Next, 7th October after this PIB or something. PIB, Central Bank Digital Currency pilot launched by the RBI in retail segment has compensated based on the blockchain technology. I will briefly tell about it, but 7th October, it is just before the slide we have discussed. Now 1st November 2022 wholesale. Two types of CBDC are there in our India. Digital rupee wholesale EW, we will write it like that. And next one, 1st December 2022 retail e-rupee. Okay, so wholesale was launched in November, with use being limited to the settlement of currency market segment known as the digital rupee. Wholesale was launched. Market transaction, government securities, use of EW is expected to interbank market more efficient. Interbank transaction can be also will be also considered under wholesale. Okay, wholesale. And now come to the retail e-rupee. Was launched on this date with a closed user group comprising participating customer and merchants like us, P2P and P2M. Now come to the blockchain technology. This I have bring blockchain technology. In a simple way, it is very complex thing, but in a simple way we will try to understand. Is like a digital notebook that keeps record series of data. डेटा जो होता है ना, उसका रिकॉर्ड रखता है. एक नोटबुक है, ठीक है, not a notebook, but just to make you understand and just to make me understand, I made this. Okay. Data that is distributed and managed by cluster of computers. Okay, there are many computers in which the data is managed. Cluster, I have wrote notebook shared across many computers. What is the thing in it? Everyone can see it, but no one can erase or change this data. Okay, so there is very much what I can say, transparency is there. Everyone can see it, but no one can erase it. Next, these 15 banks, this central bank is issuing digital currency. Our bank, Central Bank of India. No. Central Bank of India, our bank, like is issuing digital currency under the CBDC, or he provides CBDC or not?
No.
Thank you. These 15 banks, SBI, e-rupee, both are Android and iOS apps are provided. SBI, ICICI, IDFC, Yes Bank, HDFC, they have their own apps and products. What? Yes? Okay. Next, 29 May 2022. Now, before this, I will like to, why we need CBDC? What do you think, guys? Why we need CBDC?
To channelize the money in the economy. So that the corruption.
So that government can track the money.
Yes, very nice, very nice. Clap for. Or something after what I said, the demonetization, whatever happens. Security purposes.
Handling.
You understand CBDC. Now I will talk about it. But have you ever a little knowledge about CBDC or not? Even I have no. I have also not. But I read yesterday. So now come to the reasons. What I think. This is the Times of India 2000 latest news. Okay, not latest, but 29 May 2022. Currency printed cost rises 25% to the 6,372.8 crore in financial year
25.
If RBI is printing currency, how much cost it will bear? 6,372. Average, if I talk about every year, RBI almost 5,000 crore. It is the cost to print the currency. Security printing costed surged by 25% to RS this 2024, driven by increased banknote printing. So CBDC, if we will provide the money to the person in digital form, this cost can be reduced or not.
Yes, yes, it will be.
Now come to the second news, money control. Counterfeit notes of Rs 5,000 denomination surged 37% year on year. Financial year 25 shows RBI annual report. The other denomination where fake currency were found, 100 denomination note was 51,069. Okay, 51,069 pieces. 200 denomination 32,660 pieces. This can be also a reason to go CBDC.
Yes.
Counterfeit notes. If I am providing my friend Vamshi, like this, take this digital money. Where is the counterfeiting here?
Yeah, no.
No one can counterfeit. Can anybody have physical note? This is 2,000 rupee note. Okay. 200. Sorry. Everyone is available. 200 rupee notes. Okay. I can counterfeit it easily, and not easily. It has also many more features. But 200 rupee note. But it is more difficult to make counterfeit notes of digital currency. Am I right or not?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. The Economics Times digital. Oh, I will tell you. At the time of demonetization, after the demonetization, what happens? UPI transaction increased vastly, like very much vastly. It can be also reason government thinks that government thinks that the people are shifting towards the
Digital economy.
digital economy. So that is why they think if this physical currency is not enough, if we provide digital rupee to the e-rupee to the customer, it will be more beneficial for us. So let's come to this digital payment comprise. It can be also a reason that people are shifting towards
Digital economy.
transaction. Okay, digital payment comprises 99.8 of the total transaction volume in first half of 2025. UPI rush digital payments hit lifetime high 27.3. Latest data.
Number 3, huh?
Got it?
Yes.
This is Reserve Bank of India announced 4th global hackathon. How many of you aware about it? Latest. Theme: security banking powered by identity, integrity, and inclusivity. Here, tokenized KYC. I will not discuss about tokenized KYC. Tokenization I will talk about further. And offline CBDC. Now we are providing CBDC online, e-rupee.
E-rupee.
So government is planning to provide e-rupee offline also. Okay. I'm not able to read. Okay, no problem. Next. Now come to the topic. What is CBDC? This was just some to warm you up. Okay. What is CBDC? Is CBDC central bank digital currency? Is it a fiat money?
Yes.
CBDC is a fiat money or not?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I listen some no also.
It is, yes, yes, it is. It is a fiat money.
Because it is
No.
authorized by and legalized by
RBI.
A central bank digital currency is a sovereign digital currency issued and regulated by a nation's central bank. Unlike cryptocurrencies, CBDCs are stable. Cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, give me an example.
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin and something. Unlike cryptocurrencies, CBDCs are stable, government backed. This is the main difference between cryptocurrencies and CBDC, which we are following, and designed to consist with physical cash. Like physical cash is here.
200 rupees note.
This is in my hand in physical form. Same note we will have in digital form. UPI, are you confused about UPI or something like that? UPI, this is just a mode of payment. We are just transferring the number, not the currency. CBDC is a digital currency. We will find the tokens of 200, 300, 500 notes in the our wallet. I will talk about it. You will definitely understand. In India, Reserve Bank of India regulates CBDC. There are two types of CBDC. We have talked about it. Retail CBDC 1st December 2022 for everyday transaction like us, and wholesale CBDC 1st November 2022 for interbank settlement and institution transfers. What was that? CBDC combines the trust of traditional currency with the efficiency of digital technology, creating a programmable foundation for modern financial system. Global CBDC revolution. Almost over 130 countries representing 98% of the global GDP are now exploring CBDC. See how world is shifting towards the digital economy, digital currency. The race to digitize sovereign currency has accelerated drastically since 2022. China ECNY 260 million plus wallet and $250 billion plus in transaction leading global adoption. China is always leading everywhere. This Bahamas $100 hour. This is the logo. Okay. And European Union digital euro investing phase targeting 2025 to 28. Now, how CBDC works? A secure multi-layered architecture connecting central banks directly to the digital economy while maintaining financial stability and oversight. Now, central bank issuance. Okay, RBI will issue the what? CBDC. RBI creates and manage the digital currency supply through secured distributor ledger. This is the system on which it will distribute the money, the currency. Bank distribution, then it will come to the bank distribution. RBI will use the banks use transaction. We will use the transaction, citizen and business transaction using digital wallets. We can transfer the digital currency by only digital wallets. Okay. Settlement and verification, real-time validation and settlement on distributed ledger ensure transparency. Now, how does it work? Now, how we get the digital currency in our mobile? First, let's understand that CBDC enables seamless digital cash transfer via wallet. Note this word, wallet. Loading through bank accounts or UPI rails. We can load the e-rupee through bank accounts and UPI also. Customer will initiate wallet load request via mobile app. We have seen many mobile apps. SBI, CBI on SBI,
IDFC, IDBI, PNB.
So customer will initiate wallet load request via mobile app. Customer wallet interface. User selects funding source and amount. Which funding source? Bank account or UPI. From two of them we can get the CBDC. Direct bank accounting linkage, UPI enabled transfer via NPCI. Settlement, funds debited from the retail bank or UPI account, e-rupee credited, wallet credited instantly for immediately payments. It will come into our e-wallet. Okay, so this is bank account route. There are two routes, UPI route. Okay. Now, if I have to transfer money, how will I? Now I get the e-digital in my
mobile phone.
In my mobile. Now I have to transfer to Subhanshu. How will I initiate the payment? CBDC enable direct wallet to wallet transfer for both person to person and person to
merchant.
customer A initiate, customer A is me, initiate fund transfer, customer A CBDC wallet will be debited, okay?
Debited.
It will come to wallet, then P2P or P2M. I am spraying Shubhanshu, it will come under
P2P
P2P and it will go customer B wallet merchant
wallet, in my wallet.
in Shubhanshu's
Wallet.
We can transfer this digital currency through QR, scan
QR
QR
scanner.
also,
Mobile
network
number.
contact also. So some of you might think that we can only transfer the money through CBDC scanner to CBDC scanner. It is not. Interoperability is allowed. With CBDC scanner, you can also pay the Shubhanshu by using his UPI scanner. If you will scan UPI, suppose Shubhanshu has a Paytm scanner, I will scan by CBDC wallet, I can also transfer.
Pay.
Now what is tokenization? I talked about na? Tokenization. What is tokenization? Any of-
Tokenization, every time new number is generated for debit card transfer. No, sorry.
It is not debit card related, it is right, but it is related to CBDC. What do you understand? Okay, no problem. Token is a digital representation of an asset, example money, stock, derivatives. Now I will show you. These are the tokens. 50 rupee, 50 paisa.
Paisa.
1 rupee, 2 rupee, 5 rupee, 10 rupee. This is how. 200 rupee note physically. 200 token. Here. I will transfer this.
This.
Not
This.
this. Got it?
Yes.
Thank you. Next. This is how you can transfer. Watch this video. Now he has 500 rupee note. Okay. Now he is getting the CBDC currency in his phone. This only I found. Like this physical notes. Here are the serial number also. On the tokenization there is also
Serial number.
serial number. Okay. This is the 10 rupee note. Now he will load the money to the digital wallet of the person. What is his name? Rishabh Singh, I think. Now he has opened the wallet. Wallet, he clicked. Now he is transferring the money. Okay. Sorry guys. What's this? Now you open the wallet.
I think the video is there only, no?
Now, 2 rupees, 5 rupees, 5700. Now 50 rupees paisa coin also. It has two transportation like bank and UPI. I told you. From this you can transfer into
Transfer.
your
Wallet.
wallet. Got it, guys?
Yes.
The technology powering CBDC. Distribute ledger technology. This is the technology on which CBDC works. Secure immutable transaction records maintained across multiple nodes, ensure transparency and prevent digital tampering. Advanced cryptography, programmable money, and scalable infrastructure. These all technology comes under the Bitcoin or
Blockchain technology.
Okay. Now, difference between, you might have think that what is the difference between UPI and CBDC? UPI, a digital payment interface enabling real-time fund transfer between bank accounts. It is not currency itself. Got it? It is not a currency. We are just transferring the numbers. Okay, a digital form of the Indian rupee issued and backed by the RBI, functioning as sovereign currency. Dependency depends on banks. UPI depends on banks. We need, for the UPI transaction, we need banks. NPCI network and payment service provider works And CBDC works via digital wallet. Transaction can occur without linking a bank account after loading funds. Settlement, user sees instant transfer, but interbank settlement happens later through clearing process. We can transfer the UPI numbers easily. I paid him 20, he will receive instantly. But before, behind this, the interbank settlement will take some time. Whether direct wallet to wallet transfer, I have digital currency in my phone, I will transfer to my friend Mamshi immediately. Okay. Anonymity is also there. 50,000 tak offer cash like anonymity for small value transaction up to 50,000. Liability lies with commercial banks holding the funds in the customer accounts. Liability rests with RBI. Why? Because he is the liable
for the
He
currency.
is liable to us because he legalized it or
Legal tender.
Because of RBI. Why the world needs CBDC? Instant settlement, real-time transaction to 24/7 without intermediary play, delays or processing time, lower cost, financial inclusion, reaches unbanked population. Why? Because in CBDC we don't need
Bank accounts.
Thank you, sir. Reaches unbanked population with smartphone-based digital wallets, enhance security. Physical cash carries inherent inefficiency, high production cost, as I talked before.
Earlier.
6,000 or something like that crore. Security vulnerable and limited traceability. Limited traceability. We cannot trace the physical money, but we can trace the
Digital
currency. CBDC address these challenges while maintaining sovereign control over the
MPC.
monetary policy. Reason behind the implementation. UPI and other payments are made in real time, are settled later between banks, which works as intermediary. Finally, settlement, I told you now, intra-bank settlement will take time, 1 week to 1 day to
a week.
However, in the CBDC, every penny transferred between two individuals like me and
Mamshi.
individual will be settled immediately and do not require post-transaction settlement, which is needful in UPI transaction. E-Rupee provide a more efficient and cheaper currency management, lower cost of issuance, storage, transportation. All the cost. In physical form, we have to transport the money and storage of the
Currency.
storage also required. But in the
Digital.
digital currency, it is not required. No risk of stolen or torn. So the concept of soil note and mutilated note
Is gone.
Security of e-Rupee. Bank insured 5 lakh on defaults DICGC. Okay, this is something interesting. If we keep our money in saving bank account, we get an insurance up to
5 lakhs.
5 lakh. So you must have thinking that what is 5 lakh rupees. However, CBDC is centrally backed, which makes liability on central bank of directly to us each and every penny. Environment friendly.
Yes.
Online code CBDC is programmable using crypto tag. The retail of money can be
Tracked.
Government subsidy. If government is providing subsidy by using this e-Rupee, government can trace subsidy transfer and any
Siphon
siphon of money can be investigated. Such fraud to zero. Like if government give fertilizer subsidy to a person, to a farmer, he will use only in fertilizer to buy fertilizer.
Fertilizer.
If he will use in another transaction, government will find him that he is not using his money. Already BIS Innovation Hub, yes, BIS Innovation Hub Hong Kong is developing M-Bridge payment system backed by CBDC of Thailand, Hong Kong, China and UAE. These four. Like I am transferring money from India to China, it will automatically received by China in its currency. Like China is sending currency, e-currency by him. So I will receive the currency automatically in rupee.
Indian rupees.
Okay. Challenges: literacy about CBDC is very less. penetration among masses can be challenging. How we will provide everyone, how we will go to each and every home which are in village and rural areas. Saving accounts, we get interest. This can be a solution also. Maybe government will think about it. I think saving bank we give interest. So in CBDC, government can give incentives like on the Google Pay. When the Google Pay, Phone Pay starts, they give something like that reward cashback. So we used it. Like Shubhanshu, if he is using first time, he will get 250 rupees or something extra or incentives like that. So maybe in by 100 e-rupee we can get the item of 110. So we will use the CBDC. So by incentives, government can
Penetrate.
reach to us. DLT, distributed ledger technology, is very high energy intensive system. Requires massive computer system. It is a high energy system, so it requires massive computer system. The future is digital, sovereign, and smart. CBDC represent more than digital money. It's a foundation for a programmable financial ecosystem. Projected global CBDC volume by 2030, $600 billion, 2 billion plus potential users worldwide, 90% central banks exploring, active development of research. In conclusion, I want to say CBDC is not just a digital money, it's the foundation for the future financial ecosystem where transactions are instant, inclusive and intelligent. Thank you very much.